Welcome back to Space Quest. Just Space Quest. No,
Space Quest. Well, it on the title screen it was called Space Quest Chapter 1, the Sarien Encounter.
Yes, it was the Sarien Encounter, yes. I didn't know it
has a whole thing.
It had a 1. I didn't know there was a Chapter 1. That's great.
That's just great.
That's just great. I'm so glad that it has a title. Space Quest 1, the Sarien Encounter. Chapter 1, sorry. You're going to get your ass blown up again.
I feel like I might.
Yep. You better
But I have to get down somehow.
You better save so we don't have to go across that bridge again. Never mind.
No, I'm done.
Never mind.
Oh.
Never mind.
Apparently it was following me.
Oh, you did save. I wasn't
save.
Paying attention. Look at that.
Look who's right and wrong now.
I'm such a dill hole. A hole stuffed with dill. Fresh dill.
Fresh dill. I wonder what kind of plants these are. I wonder if these are dill.
I bet if they are, they smell fragrant, but I imagine they're succulents as they require less in the way of moisture in order to survive in the harsh desert climes.
That seems logical. Okay, spider droid. Are you coming? You are coming. So what I used to do, I'm going to save
Good call.
Alternate orat disposal.
This is way, by the way, this is way cooler than doing the other way.
Yeah. So I would hide behind a rock, and then these two just deal with each other.
That's awesome.
I know, right? That was always how I used to do it in the VGA version, which is my first Space Quest.
So much cooler to do it that way. The cave interior now features a lovely new jagged metal / liberated entrails motif. The stench? Phew! Not even an all-text adventure would attempt that description.
I also love the text.
It's great. You made it to Yeah, that was awesome. 2 birds, 1 stone.
So right? Like, maybe it's worth fewer points?
But who cares? On the ground rests a gleaming chunk of Orat's anatomy.
Yep. Get chunk.
Good, you need that for proof. You reach down and take the Orat part in your hand. Some of it oozes to fill the space between your fingers. Gross.
So awesome.
Yeah, man.
That was so great, and now there's no threats left.
Very few, except the searing heat.
Do 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 do.
Take it away.
That's all I got.
Oh, okay.
That's more. Fine.
You did okay. You did all right.
Mm-hmm.
The top
Steely Dan?
Steely Dan. No.
Oh.
I don't know what that is now that I think about it. That is one of those tunes that just came into my head. It is probably from something. I want to say a video game, but...
When is it not a video game?
Like all the time. I literally just sang in the last episode, I sang a jingle from a 1980s commercial about making sure that kids have a place to stay and are off drugs and go to school. You
want to reprise that one for us?
Sure. Give a kid a break, a dream, a hand, a space. You give the world when you give the kid a break. Not the kid, a kid. Just any kid.
I'm disappointed I can't go back down that way.
Back in the 80s, they had a real problem with kids just not going to school, apparently.
Wayward youths.
I didn't know that, by the way. It just
was
seems
truancy just a major problem back then?
Well, it was hammered into my skull The heat is causing you to develop quite a thirst. A drink of water would certainly be most pleasant. Drank.
Oh shit. I wasn't looking.
You've traveled a long way only to die by carelessly stepping to your death. What a clod.
Okay, this time I'll stop. Drink water.
You place your lips to the nozzle and draw. A fluid, not a very reasonable facsimile of water, is released slowly. While tasting slightly terrible, it quenches your thirst, at least for the time being. Yeah, like, in the 80s, I can't tell you, like, it was drilled into my skull as a kid to stay in school. It is It is something we use constantly on this channel as parting advice. Because it was so ubiquitous in the 80s. Like, every single thing you watched was like, stay in school!
Don't quit school!
I didn't know I could. I didn't know that
Go
was
back to school. Yeah. I didn't realize that it wasn't an option either. Like, oh shit.
Where the fuck else am I gonna go? These are the rules.
Yeah, or like, I'm sure that I entertained the idea that may be saying I need to finish college or something.
That never occurred to me.
Yeah. Drink.
You gaze intently at the purplish pool of liquid, the first real sign of moisture on the planet. The pool seems to have no bottom. The gentle dripping has a soothing effect on your frazzled nerves. Sniff pool. Drink from pool. Oh no.
Oh, maybe that's only a thing from the VGA version.
You learn nothing new through this act. Put hand in pool.
Okay,
I think they must have used a wish list for stuff they wanted to put in the game and couldn't.
Yeah, it must have been. Because, like, I seem to recall that's, like, your first indication that this is an acid pool. Is, like, I think in the VGA version you could click your hand icon on the pool, and then, yeah, bad things would happen.
Alright, that's fair.
Yeah. It doesn't happen right now, though. It doesn't.
Nope. It doesn't.
Doesn't.
Stay in school.
Stay in school, everybody. Remember that doesn't isn't a word.
Over and over again, drilled into my brain to stay in school.
Yeah. Don't not go to school.
I think it was a generational thing, too, because a whole bunch of my generation had a lot of trouble actually leaving school.
And we were told this by a variety of personalities.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
From everyone from Mr. T to a young Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yeah, to cartoon characters on numerous occasions.
Yeah. It was one of the primary lessons that you were taught as a moral at the end of your cartoon.
And it felt pretty good as an upper middle class kid who was afraid of authority figures. That made you feel pretty good that you never even thought about leaving school. Is this a huge problem? Again, the massive holographic image appears before you. That was not the right voice. I'm just getting into
before you.
Before you. So, you've returned. Fortunately, there is much more to you than meets the eye. Drop before me your proof of Orat's defeat for my inspection, please. There's no please. What? You drop the Orat part to the ground. The vision is silent. You are startled by a rumbling, and suddenly an oddly shaped door comes into view. It opens slowly. You hear a voice, different this time, beckoning you to step forward.
Come on through.
Oh, hey.
EG. That PC speaker sound.
Oh, it's classic. Please don't be alarmed. We intend no harm. We're a peaceful race. We are cautious, however. Others don't share our way of life. Welcome to Corona. You are standing in the power generation facility of our... Oh, sorry. God, it's so hard to know, right? You're standing in the power generation facility of our underground settlement. All power here is produced by steam. That is unimportant to you, however. We have promised you transportation. It is a skimmer. It hovers approximately... See, this is not fair.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I think it's him. I'm pretty sure
okay,
it's him.
Yeah, you're right. A half-meter above the traveling surface. This is very important because of Grell. Grell and his like dwell in the caves below the sand. If you stand on the surface too long, you chance becoming a rare moist meal for him. The skimmer is programmed to take you to a settlement on the other side of Corona called Eulant's Flats. You can make further travel arrangements there.
Corona must be small.
I'm sorry, this is all we can offer. I hope your trip is a safe one. Board the skimmer when you are ready to depart. Good luck, strange one. Boo-boo-bap, 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 boo-boo-bap.
It's so fucking loud.
Okay.
Alright, so let's look around.
This place is most interesting indeed. Indeed. A mixture of both old and new technologies. On one side of the chamber is a primitive steam generator. Its pistons, pounding rhythmically, turn steam into useful energy. On the other side is what appears to be a computer console.
Let's look at the console.
The console consists of a monitor and a cartridge slot. There are also some readouts which indicate the status of some of the mechanisms in here.
Look at the slot.
You notice that the slot is just about the size of a data cartridge, or a data cartridge.
Let's check out the data cartridge that was getting us shot on the Arcada.
Deal!
Use cartridge.
Put cartridge in slot.
Put cartridge in slot.
The cartridge snaps neatly into the slot and the screen comes alive.
Whoever shall read this, my name is Dr. Voho. I am a scientist with the Star Generator Project aboard the Starlab Arcana. We have just successfully completed development and testing of the Star Generator. During this time, I have come to believe that our progress has been monitored by others. I fear that the Sariens may have learned of our mission. If my fears prove true, the Star Generator and the people of our universe are in serious jeopardy. The Star Generator is a miraculous device. Used as intended, it will help preserve life for eons to come. Used as a device for evil, it will cause the destruction of millions of lives and enslave all who oppose the Sariens. Encoded within this cartridge are all the plans and specifications for construction of the Star Generator. Should any disaster befall the Star Generator project, scientists would be able to create a duplicate of the Star Generator with this information. Please guard this with your life. Return it to the Xenon ruling body as quickly as it is possible. Important note. The Star Generator is capable of self-destruction. This was introduced to the system as a precaution. To activate it, one must enter the code 6858. A 5-minute timer will begin to count down. Beware, anyone within 5 kilometers of the star generator will be in danger once the timer has been initiated. Please be careful, and good luck.
Nice. And now we know what we must do next.
Save the game.
Save the freaking game. I was trying to go for Brando, but he sounded like a nerd.
It was like Brando if Brando was also John Lennon.
I like
there you
that.
go. That was all right.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm
glad we're out of time.
I'm glad I committed to that for obvious reasons.
I was happy with it. It was the right life choice right there.
Yeah.
Next week, prepare yourselves for arcade sequence that might not go well for a while.
Oh, God.
Yay!
It's not Manhunter, don't worry. It's nowhere near Manhunter.
No. Good God, no. Not Manhunter, it's not fucking Codename Iceman.
No, it's none of those. This is way better. It's still rough, but it's not
still bad. Still rough.
Yeah.
Still rough.
Yeah.
But better. That's why I'm paused.
All right, everybody. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
And remember, stay in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't cut class.
If you want, whatever.
Return to school if you leave it.
No, they didn't. No,
complete your degree.
No, Luke. See, the problem is they didn't elaborate. All they said was stay in school. There was nothing else. It was left up to us to figure out what that meant. So I did. We all did.
He's half the battle. G.I. Joe!